Congratulations, we have an accepted offer. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean the house is sold and ready to go? No, not quite yet. Okay, first we're gonna have an inspection period. Typically that's gonna last somewhere between 10 and 14 days, okay? That's where the buyer is gonna have the opportunity to pay for an inspection. An inspector is gonna come in and give them a list of everything going on with the house, good, bad, and indifferent, okay? So they're gonna take that list, and if there's anything they feel like should get repaired on there, they're gonna send that repair request to us, and then we're gonna have 3 days to respond. Then we get to decide what we think is important and what should get fixed and what we think should be their responsibility. At that point, they'll have 3 days to accept or reject, and if they accept what we have given them, then we will move forward with the purchase agreement and get towards closing. At that point, the bank, if they're getting financing, is going to have an appraisal. What happens on the appraisal? Someone's going to come out and make sure that the house is actually worth what they're paying for it. So what happens if the appraisal comes in too low? Well, one of two things can happen. The buyers can bring more cash to the table to make up the difference. We can drop the price to match what the bank needs, or we can meet in the middle and split it 50-50. Okay, there are a lot of different ways we can negotiate that. Seller credits are going to come up during this negotiation period. Now, what are seller credits? That's where out of the proceeds that you're going to make on the house, you may give them back $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 at the closing table, maybe for a repair that we didn't want to do, or for appraisal, or if it's someone that during the underwriting process with the bank come to find out they are going to need more money in reserves to make their down payment, we may end up giving those seller credits back so they have those reserves in the bank, allowing them to finance more of the property but putting the same amount of money back in your pocket, because if we did it for that reason, they would be increasing their purchase price in the amount that they are getting back in seller credits. Now, when are these things not going to apply? One, an all cash offer typically is not going to have any type of inspection. If it is, it's probably going to be informative. People can also waive that if they're putting a certain amount of percentage down on their loan. Typically, this is not going to happen. Most people are going to want an inspection and have an inspection contingency. When can we drop the appraisal contingency? When someone's going to put a significant amount of cash down, a bank will waive it. Or if they're going to do all cash, there's no bank involved, there's no reason to have an appraisal contingency. So congratulations again. I look forward to getting through this phase with you and getting to the closing table.